Hello and welcome to Team Play Hard. Congratulations on joining forces with us in this fitness and finance business that we do. So I just wanted to personally welcome you, to introduce myself. You're either personally sponsored by me or perhaps you're personally sponsored by one of the other coaches on my team, but I wanted to say welcome and thank you for joining us in our mission to help people lead healthy and more fulfilling lives. So a couple of things just starting off on your journey as a new coach that I wanted to just let you know right off the bat. One, this business is a little bit overwhelming at first. In fact, I don't think that in going on 5 years, I don't think I've met a coach yet who didn't express some level of feeling a little overwhelmed starting off. So I just wanted you to know that that's normal and that it goes away. The business is fairly sophisticated. There is a lot to learn and it does take time. So just know that that's normal. And along those lines, our Facebook team page is very busy. There's lots of very active coaches in there, working their business every day, working together. We regroup in there daily. So it's busy. There's lots of notifications that will be going off in there. And some of them, particularly if you're already feeling overwhelmed, might make you feel more overwhelmed. So just know that coaches have been doing it for longer. And, I started off with zero social media know-how, zero business sense, no idea how to make graphics, no idea how to run webinars or run reports or anything like that. So if you go in there and you see some information and you're like, gosh, that's not me, I can't do that, that's no big deal. We all work the business really differently. And the main thing is, and this is the absolute truth, the way to success with this business is actually staying focused on the very, very, very basics, which are you're drinking your shake, you're doing your workout, you're reading a book or listening to personal development audio, and you're talking to people. Like, that's it. So don't worry about other things that you see in here. Focus on that. Make sure your first month of your business that you are starting to listen to the National Wake Up Call. And then maybe after the first 30 days of kind of starting to get into the groove of that, you're going to start incorporating personal development, reading, and audio. The Compound Effect is a great one to start with. GoPro is a great one to start with. We have resources for you. But really sticking with the very basics. Just do your workout. Just drink your shake. Just read a book. Just listen to the National Wake Up Call. And you're going to be just fine. All the other stuff you need to learn, you'll learn along the way. Now, there tend to be different types of coaches, and I hesitate to put these labels because labels can be rather limiting, but their coaches tend to fall into some different camps. Some just want the discount. And if that's you, that's cool. That's fine. Just know that you have the Facebook page as a resource for you if someone ever does want to buy something, because you do have a link. You do have a viable website where people can make purchases and you can make money. And if the notifications drive you nuts, you can always silence them. Then there are coaches that are sort of like hobbyists. So they want to make a hobby out of this, a little bit of, covering their own costs for their shake, maybe having a little bit of pocket change all the way up to maybe an extra $1,000 a month. I would call that like a hobbyist. And then there are those that want to actually really build a financial fortress and a significant passive and residual income and build a business, build an empire. And so wherever you are in that spectrum is okay and is great. And it helps us as your upline, whoever your upline is, if it's not me, it really helps us know how to best serve you and your needs and what you want. We want you to be successful with what you want. So it helps when you communicate with us what you're going for. So within the first 24 hours, 48 hours of enrolling as a coach, please be reaching out to your direct upline and just communicating what you want, what you hope, and don't be afraid to dream big, because this is a game changer, and like miracles do happen with this business in people's lives. Not overnight, slowly but surely, with the focus on those vital behaviors, those elemental basics. As far as communicating with your upline and also your activity involvement on this team page, the more questions you have, the better. There are no dumb questions. In fact, a coach that asks a lot of questions, it's usually, I'm like, yeah, this is going to be a good coach. Like, it's usually like a very exciting thing for me when I enroll a new coach, or I see a new coach come onto our team that is hungry and eager and curious and hungry for knowledge and wanting to learn and asking a lot of questions. After delving into the business for give or take 90 days, you should be fairly self-sufficient in knowing how to uncover and find answers to your questions yourself. Not that you won't still have questions, but you'll have fewer and you'll kind of know how to find them yourself. But certainly in that first initial phase, like the more questions, the better. Don't feel like you're an outsider coming into a clique, because you're not. We have an amazing family-like culture. We love the involvement of the newer coaches. There's always new coaches coming into our team, into our organization. And the more we hear from you, the better. And the more we know, like I know with my coaches, the ones that show up and post and are reading things and are really involved in the team page, that's how I know that they are a really worthwhile investment of my time. And time is our most valuable commodity. And I really like to mentor the coaches that are trying to build something significant with this opportunity. And the best way for me to know that you're one of those coaches that is wanting mentorship and deserving of my time is if you're showing up, if you're communicating, if you're asking questions. So I say that to just encourage you. Don't hesitate. Reach out, and we are definitely here for you. So let's see. The last thing I just want to say is the next couple steps for you as a new coach after, communicating with your upline, where you find yourself. Are you just kind of in it for a discount? Would you consider yourself more of just like, this is a hobby, or do you want to build something significant knowing that will take time? If you could sort of identify which of those you are, and like, are you willing to be pushed? That's helpful for me to know. If you're personally sponsored by me, I like to know, like, are you someone that I can push? Or do I need to be a little bit more gingerly? Because I'll speak your love language. I just need to know what it is. So the next couple steps for you are this. I have a Coach Online Office tour that will help you learn to navigate your Coach Online Office and set up electronic funds transfer and set up your website so that there's a personal picture of you on there and that kind of a thing. So I will be making sure that you receive that video. It's a YouTube video. And then lastly, depending on what time of the month you enroll, we always have a new coach training the very first Monday of every calendar month. It runs for 3 weeks. It is a Facebook group training, although it can be done via email as well. It's 15 lessons. There's a lesson per day, Monday through Friday for 3 weeks. Again, starting the first Monday of every month. And each lesson has a call to action and some homework. So within that 3 weeks, you're really going to be able to build a strong foundation for your business, and you're going to know how to run a challenge group, and you're going to know the ins and outs of, you're going to feel different. You're going to feel competent and confident after doing the new coach training. So check your calendar, mark the next upcoming first Monday of the calendar month. Make sure you watch the Coach Online Office tour so you know how to set up your websites, and post lots in this group. Thanks, you guys, and welcome to the team.